1-1 as we come back to the Nutter Center here on Sports Time Ohio Division II State Championship. Take a look at our Sports Time Ohio flashback. 5 years ago, 2008, Padua and Alter. Caitlin Leary led the Bruins to a state championship with 23 kills. Padua beat Alter 3-1 in their first ever trip to the state tournament. Leary became the Division II Player of the Year. See Jim Bahari in that picture as they celebrated the state championship 5 years ago. Doesn't look like he has aged a bit.
No, it does not.
Very low-key guy, and hearing him talk in the press conference after the semifinals, he really has a lot of confidence in his players to do what they've worked on, as he said, since the first week of June.
Absolutely, and part of that comes into play here in this match today. You know, in set one, they only hit 170 as a team. Set two, they hit a whopping 600. That's crazy. So his team really responded, and that goes to show how he just has faith in his team that they'll figure it out. Yes, every team's going to come out and maybe have lapses, or maybe even butterflies here today for that matter. But they may have came out not so strong in set one. Set two, they came out here and put a hurting on this Alder team. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Alder responds to that.
Well, to the volleyball uninitiated, a 300 hitting percentage is wonderful, and most coaches would take anything in that 270, 280 range very gladly, but 600, that's Christmas morning.
That's above and beyond.
Off we go in set number 3. Marcinowski manages to somehow get that one between Seiler and the net.
And how appropriate for her to have kill number 1 here in set 3. She's having a great day here today.
She is locked in right now and serving. Free ball for Seiler.
Seiler's certainly not the kind of player, Alder's not the kind of team. They're not going to go away quietly. They may have lost that last set by a good amount, but that doesn't mean they're going to just roll over. They're going to come out here strong and put up a fight.
Alter with a serve. There's Peterson, but a little lengthy on that attack, and it is 2-1 Knights. Could not draw it up any better. Number 1 versus number 2 for the state championship. Padua, the number 1 team in Division II all season long. Alter second ranked, and here they are. Blocked by the Knights. Seiler and Rodehaver getting the job done, and then into the net. Alter off to a strong start here in the third set, 3-1. Melissa Beach. Alter libero serves it out of bounds.
We talked about those unforced errors and things like missing serves that just in a state final game are unacceptable. Right now, those errors need to be cut down to a bare minimum.
Seiler off the hand of Marcinowski, and so a side out now for the Knights. 4-2.
Now on the upside, Seiler gets this great kill and they get the point, but on the downside, Seiler's now moved to back row. So this is a time when Padua has got to push it. This is when they push points, when Seiler's in the back row, and they don't have to worry about her having that big block up against them.
Katie Stansbury with the tip, and picks up her 10th kill of the match already. Very short serve, turns into the ace. Katie Stevenson came diving up there to try to get it, but you'll see right here.
And Stansbury has that great float serve that's very difficult to pass.
You have likened that float serve to a knuckleball with no spin, sort of moving around as it gets to you.
Yes, not an easy ball to pass, as we see there again, Alder having issues with it.
So 5-4.
In set 2, we saw Alder having a little bit of trouble with their serve receive as well, and they kind of went away for a little while and lost some of that confidence. We'll see how they can respond now, coming off of 2 aces.
But out of system, but it worked out. Nice hit by Meyer, but returned. Oh, great play there by Bazelak. Oliver, not this time. Bazelak blocked. Kilner gets the point for Padua.
Earlier in this match, we talked about Victoria Oliver having some trouble closing blocks. No trouble here. Does a great job getting there, closing the block, and making it very hard on Alder's offense.
Oliver helping out there on that block. Bazelak had such force on that smash that it came off the Padua hand and went out of bounds past the other baseline. And so it is 6-5. Alter gets the serve back. Some good rallies here in the 3rd set already. Peterson makes it 7-5.
Peterson doing a great job in this play on offense and on defense. Gets up, makes the big swing, and there's an overpass, and she's able to get up, be aggressive, and then put the ball down.
Two nice digs for the Bruins. Not sure that one was going over anyway, and had it been a little higher, it would have been blocked straight back down as again Padua closes that block on the right side. 8-5. Milano with the serve. Just long. Game of inches, Lindsay.
Absolutely. We're seeing a little bit of some, I don't know if it's miscommunications or errors by Bazelak. She's made 2 errors here in a row, but she's also the kind of player that can bounce back from that. So I'll be interested to see what she does on her next set.
Jocelyn Meyer with the tip. Ungerleider comes back in now for Alter. The Alter Knights with Bazelak at the service line. Ungerleider with the kill. 9-7. You were talking earlier about the Alter serve receive errors yesterday in their semifinal match against Dover. A straight set victory, 0 receiving errors.
They're definitely a team that can be hot cold, but when they're hot, oh, they're on target, and they're keeping their in-system, making it very easy to run their offense. They just need to make sure that they don't get in their own heads and have some of those costly errors.
Kilner sets up Marcinowski. 10-7. They're tied at 1 here in the Division II state championship. Side out now for the Padua Bruins. Short serve by Jenna Barres.
You see she's a little disappointed in herself, but she also knows that now she has to pass. So after a missed serve, she has to put that completely behind her because she has got to get a pass for her team.
Marcinowski a little short. Saw that block coming with Seiler and thought there's no way I can hit it that high.
I think you're right, and also I think the set was maybe a little tight and a little far outside. Marcinowski did her best, but Kilner needs to really pull her off the net a little bit.
There's the kill by Kilner. 11-9 Bruins.
One of the advantages to having your setter up in front row, she can go up and be aggressive for your team. It's exactly what Kilner did there.
Courtney Morris checks in. She is another freshman for the Bruins, number 10, 6-foot right side hitter. That one goes out of bounds. Alter pulls to within 1 now, 11-10. Set number 3 here at the Nutter Center. Marcinowski. That one blocked out of bounds. By the physical conditioning of the Bruins on full display right now. They are holding nothing back on attack after attack.
Great play by Marcinowski on defense.
Kilner for Rodehaver, but that'll be a double hit. And so Alter pulls to within 1 once again. They have the side out. In a match like this, with this type of pressure, state championship on the line, do you get more tired physically or mentally?
I think it's a little bit of both. The pace is obviously going to be faster, so you're going to be physically tired, but mentally, being in a state championship and keeping up, and it looks like Bazelak has lost her shoe in the play, is now playing with one shoe on. I think telling her teammates, you can set me, but I've got one shoe on, so it's going to be a little difficult.
There's the smash, and Padua gets the point. 13-11.
Bazelak will go get her shoe on. Kind of hard to play without that shoe.
Jumped right out of it during that rally. Kilner saves it, and Marcinowski sends it over. Rodehaver for Seiler. And the dig by Marcinowski. She had 21 of them yesterday. (13-12) back in system there.
And I think a lot of that credit goes to Marcinowski. She had some great digs, really keeping her team going, but they have got to avoid giving those free balls to Alder because they're going to capitalize on them.
Natalie Seiler, 11 kills already in this match. She is serving. 13-13. Rest with the dig. Out of bounds. Bazelak didn't try to do too much with it there. I know you like that play.
I do. Bazelak did a really great job here of using that block to her advantage. She gets up, sees two big blockers in front of her. What can I do with this? I can use it. Get up, use the hands and tool. She did a great job. It was a good decision.
Meyer blocked by Oliver, and that'll be a point for the Bruins. Well, the freshman gets the job done. She's having a nice match so far.
She is. She was struggling a little bit in the beginning, I think, with closing blocks, but since then, she's done a great job. She's really being a force and making it very difficult on Alder all around.
Might have been in the net. Let's see.
You are correct. They're going to call Bazelak in the net there.
15-14, third set. Match is tied at 1. A couple of teams that have plenty of experience here in Dayton. For us, a great dig. Now Kilner for Peterson. Blocked by Rodehaver. Close call. Line judge took a good look at it. It was a little bit long.
And in my opinion, there's some great swings throughout this entire play. But Vares, with that dig she had in the beginning, hard-driven ball, that ball was on point. She got that ball directly to target, and that's not an easy ball to dig either.
Rodehaver to serve. 16-14 Bruins. That one's in for Peterson.